I have tried to record this video about 10 times now. I don't really know how to process what I just saw out there. I'm just going to make this the one, guys. Whatever comes out of me, whatever coherent or incoherent thoughts I'm able to get out there, that's just going to be what I post. And yeah, we're just going to have to go with it. But game's about 20 minutes dead now because I've been sitting here for a while trying to figure out how to do this. And yeah, Rams win 23 to 16. You can call it 23 to 13. One of the field goals was essentially garbage time, but either way you slice it, that is not the final score I was expecting from this game. And at the end of the day, it's still a loss, which to a certain extent I was anticipating. This is not the loss that I thought we were going to take. You know, I was seeing 45 to 38 or something like that. This was not what I expected to see at all, and I'm really having a hard time processing it because through the first 20 to 22 minutes of this game, I was ready to kill this defense. Rams get the ball to start the game. They drive right down, kick a field goal from inside the 5, 80-yard drive basically. Or 70-yard drive, ends in a field goal. Poona Ford makes a nice play on third down. Yay. Next drive, long Rams touchdown. The Rams scored another long touchdown in the second quarter. And at that point, because the offense had gotten off to an okay start, they scored a touchdown on their opening drive. Wilson looked fine. Alex Collins had a nice play. You know, good stuff was happening to the offense. I was like, okay, this is the game that I thought we were going to have. This is the game that I thought the Rams might play, and I'm going to put it all on the defense after this game's over. I'm going to blame everything on the defense, and I'm going to demand that somebody gets fired. Norton, and to be perfectly honest, even though it isn't going to happen right now, Carroll too, because it's just not working, and the team has nothing going for it on defense, which is supposed to be what Carroll's good at. So, yeah, I was ready for that. And then, about that point in the game, things completely turned on their head, and I can't even do that now. I can't even do that because the defense, when it's looking really bad, when it's looking like we're about to go down by a big deficit at halftime, defense makes a play. They force a big turnover. Jamal Adams on the blitz knocks the ball away. DJ Reed picks it up. We've got the ball, and it should be a pretty easy touchdown from there with our offense. Should be no issue to get Wilson to go for Wilson to power the ball into the end zone to end the half. And then Wilson makes a ridiculous decision where he probably could have run in for a 20-yard touchdown. Instead, he decides, you know what? I care about the touchdown record more than I care about getting this win. I care more about this touchdown record or something. I don't know. He throws the ball across his body right to a defender in the back of the end zone. Easy pick. Dead. So much for that. Because at that point, I was thinking to myself, okay, this defense may be terrible, but they made the big play that I was looking for them to make. They took the ball away from Goff. They got a turnover, and I'm thinking, okay, that's all I can ask for from this defense right now because they're that bad. And then we give it right back, and we didn't really have a great. We didn't threaten the end zone again until the game was basically over. So. And then after the pick, the defense makes a big stop. They force a punt. And the Seahawks offense, which, by the way, had a miserable 70-second possession, a lot of dump-offs, a lot of checkdowns, a lot of missed throws, drops, just messy possession, ends in a 61-yard field goal. And by the way, Jason Myers, shout out to you. You played like a G today. This is not on you. If there's one guy on this team I can single out as being not the problem, it's Jason Myers. So he's exempt from the rest of this garbage. But yeah, Jason Myers might have been our best player today. But and I'm like, okay, 17 to 13. Game is not over. Game is going okay. The defense made a couple of big plays to at least stop the bleeding. I just need this offense to get things right at halftime because at that point Wilson had already started to make some bad plays and make some bad decisions. And then this defense, which I was so ready to kill coming into this game and after the first 22 minutes of this game, yeah, it's not great. Don't get me wrong, guys. 300 yards passing for Goff, 100 yards rushing for the Rams team as a whole. It's not good, okay? And one turnover is not going to cut it. I understand that. This defense, I still have issues with them. I still say get Norton out of here. I still say, honestly, Carroll probably needs to go at this point, too, because it seems like the guys can't even play hard for him at this point. But when you give up one touchdown in the second half, I can't say you're the reason why we lost. When you give up 23 points and less than 400 yards of offense, I cannot say you're the reason why we lost. Okay? And I'm not saying I'm happy with it, because I'm not, and no Seahawks fan should be. There's nothing to be happy about with this defense right now, but 23 points and less than 400 yards and forcing a couple punts and getting a huge turnover that sets you up in good field goal position, not to mention the couple of successful special teams returns we had that set us up in good field position, that's giving your offense a chance to go win the game. Now, if the Seahawks offense had scored more points, do I think the Rams probably would have been able to score more to keep up and keep ahead? Probably so. But we don't know that. I don't know. Who knows? So this is not on the defense, and it kills me I can't put it on the defense because I am beyond done with Norton. I'm beyond done with Carroll. I want them both out of here ASAP, but their side of the ball actually did okay today. They did well enough to win, and I can't make excuses and I can't blow anything off anymore with this team on offense because what in the hell has happened with Russell Wilson this last month? That is 2 straight really rough games from Wilson. This was the first time this year when I can honestly say I don't think Wilson really gave us a chance to win. And that's one thing I've always pointed out with him, even when he plays bad, because maybe he didn't play bad, but he definitely had problems against Arizona. He gave us a chance to win. Last week against the Bills, yeah, it was bad, but he gave the team a chance to win. He put up enough points to where you can say if this defense was not historically bad, they would have found a way to win. That didn't happen today at all. So yeah, 2 interceptions, the fumble, and I know it's a bad snap, guys, but it hit him in the hands, and then he had a chance to pick it up, and he didn't do it. So I can't absolve him of this stuff anymore, and I can't say I'm not worried about it anymore. What I can say is that clearly Wilson needs a more balanced offense. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. Letting Russ cook is about more than just throwing the ball a lot. There's so much more that goes into it. And clearly with the lack of talent at running back that this team has right now with no Carson, no Penny, and even no Hyde, it's not working. And clearly, because teams are able to pin their ears back and just go after Wilson on every play, and you saw it today to the tune of 6 QB sacks and Wilson just getting pounded every other drop back, he can't function under those circumstances. It seems like the evidence is becoming overwhelming. We need somebody who can at least intimidate that defense because it's not working. And I don't really understand what's changed because I remember less than 5 years ago, Wilson went on the greatest run in his career with Bryce Brown, with the CJ Spiller, I think, Fred Jackson, Thomas Rawls, who broke his leg after like a game and a half. You guys know the stretch of football I'm talking about. Wilson had nothing at running back, and he played the best football of his life. So I don't really know what's different now compared to then, but clearly we cannot function without some degree of competency at running back that we just don't have right now. But yeah, that doesn't excuse the bad decision making, by the way. Wilson made many terrible decisions today. You can put a lot of this loss on him. Offensive line, probably their worst game of the year. With no Posick out there, I can't exactly say it's unexpected, but I can say that it's still very disappointing. I know we had to put Jamarco Jones out there at 1.2, which is not fun, especially at the guard spot, but, you know, when Alex Collins and DJ Dallas and Travis Homer can't get it done, okay, those guys suck. They're making no money. I understand it. When a guy like a Brandon Shell blows his block, and don't get me wrong, I'm not here to jump on Brandon Shell specifically because he didn't do anything today that made me really furious or anything. But my point is, when these guys struggle, okay, I get that. They're not very good players. Nobody thinks they're a good player. Nobody thinks Alex Collins, who was on the street until a couple weeks ago, is going to come in and play great. But for Wilson to make that many mistakes today, just missing throws, missing open receivers, the interception in the end zone, which was just abominable, just that's surprising. And that's not worth the $35 million plus we're paying him this year. I know that. Oh boy. So yeah, I wanted to get on here really badly and just kill this defense. Can't do it. I cannot do it. And it's frustrating because I honestly think that if Wilson showed up today, because he didn't show up today, he was not mentally in the game or something, or he's playing hurt, I don't know. But Wilson did not play well today. If he did, I honestly think this defense would have given up whatever they needed to give up in order to lose. If Wilson had thrown for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, then I think Goff would have thrown for 450 and 7 touchdowns, you know? I think whatever the Rams needed, they would have gotten. And had that happened, I could have sat here and put it all on Carroll and Norton and just said, get them out of here, pay out their contracts, pay out Carroll's stupid 4-year extension that you should never have given him, get him out of here. And by the way, I'm still not saying that because I'm sick of it, but can't even do it because the offense did not show up today. Metcalf was on a milk carton for a lot of that game. I don't know whose fault that was. Obviously, Ramsey did a great job covering him, but I think Wilson missed a couple opportunities to hit him. Yeah. Offensive line, rough game. We really struggled to pick up blitzes. Wilson did not react well when he was under pressure at all. I think he was getting very jittery back there, and it showed. So, yeah. Weird game. I don't know what to make of it. You know, the really frustrating thing is, I wanted to get on here and kill Carroll, and to a certain extent I will. I wanted to kill Carroll for punting on 4th and inches or taking the delay of game on 4th and inches in the third quarter, you know, where you can QB sneak it, you can run it up the middle to your fullback, you can do something to get an inch on 4th down and keep the drive alive, but instead we take a delay of game and we punt. And then we proceed to give up the 93-yard touchdown drive, which, believe me, that's still, I don't care what your offense is doing. I don't care who your quarterback is. That's not okay. So, yeah, I wanted to get on here and make this all about how Carroll, the game has passed him by and he needs to go. But with the way this offense played, I can't even do that. The defense outplayed the offense today. And I'm not saying that means anything. This defense is still trash, but how can I get on here and act like they're the problem when 23 points and less than 400 yards? I mean, what am I going to say? Confusing game. I'm still trying to figure out how to process it. I don't feel like the defense played good. I really don't. We struggled to get pressure on Goff. We couldn't stop the run. Receivers running wide open. But you know what? That defensive performance today was good enough to give this offense a chance. And this offense did not perform. Lot of questionable play calling, but mostly just questionable decisions by the players. And all I can say is that we need to get Carson back, we need to get Penny back, we need to get Hyde back, and when those guys are in there, Wilson will have no excuse to not play a more even game. Right now, he's playing his way right out of the MVP race, and as Seahawks fans, we can't say nothing about it because he's playing very poorly right now, and he's got to turn it around on the short week against Arizona. So, gonna be a stream later during the night game. Sorry this video took me so long to get out there, relatively speaking, but it took me a while to figure out exactly how I was going to say everything. Really weird game. Even though the defense played okay today, it's not like they really showed me anything to make me believe they're turning the corner. That's the thing. We gave up 23 points. Yay, we gave up less than 400 yards. Woohoo, but did I see anything out there that told me, hey, this defense is starting to figure it out? No. All I can really say is that it felt like the Rams didn't need to score any more than 23, so they didn't. Not where I expected to be after this game. All right, guys. Peace out. Go Hawks. Today's not fun. Today's not good. Stream later, and we're going to talk this through, but I am frustrated right now, and I'm done with most of this coaching staff. I'm done with it, but I don't think that was the game that's going to get anybody fired. So, yep, see you guys later. Peace out. Go Hawks.